Wrong note.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships.
And sex.
Today's topic, what are gold diggers and should you be concerned? So you guys, know, at least in theory, gold diggers are women who target, and there's no better word for that
That's a perfect word.
than men with money to have access to that money. But it's a little bit more specific than that.
Mm-hmm.
And to break down true gold diggers, because we have some in Dallas.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They tend to be Filipino or Russian. And in most of the U.S., they are Russian or Eastern European. They'll come from the Ukraine and all the Slavic countries. There's no money there, but they know how to deal with men. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Back in the day, you had more of like Orientals, but now it's more of a Russian. And the girls all tend to know each other.
Fascinating.
Because they come over, and they're all related in some manner, or friends back on the block. Their parents are, and then they come over. And again, with gold diggers, you're thinking of like a 20-year-old Instagram girl, and it's not. These girls tend to be like in their late 30s, 40s, early 50s.
Really?
Because of who they target. Again, and we'll talk about this, but for a guy to amass enough wealth, he's going to be older. And the younger ones, but they kind of buy that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's more like a sugar baby kind of thing.
But if they're talking about marriage, they want somebody within 20 years, 25 years,
Yeah, that makes sense.
That spreads enough, and she can take care of him in his old age. So the things that define a gold digger, there's three things. One is she pursues him.
Yeah.
These women put themselves into the environment. You're like, is that girl a gold digger? And you're at a car show. The answer is no. She is at a yacht club. She's at mixers. She's at corporate events. She's at country clubs.
Yeah.
Very high-end country clubs, not your local, where your families go. She's at events where movers and shakers and charity and philanthropy happen. Mm-hmm. And she's always on the guest list, and she's connected. And so they are in that environment. The men literally can't avoid them.
Can't avoid them.
And they put themselves in that environment, put themselves in the proximity of their target, and they pursue the man. At least they let him think he's pursuing them, of course, because these are very smart, very savvy girls.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is literally like the profession.
Exactly. And the second thing is who these girls target. If you're listening to this, at best you would be on the lower end of what they might target. Because we have some very substantially wealthy people.
Absolutely. Fuck yeah.
But you're more savvy than the average
It
boomer.
goes a long way.
Yeah. So generally extremely wealthy, meaning multimillionaire, because there's a buy-in. 5 million, 10 million. If you're in the mid, if you're in like flyover states.
Right.
On the coast, it's 10 to 100 million.
Yeah.
So to live the lifestyle that these girls are going to pursue.
Sure.
They know it's easier to find a guy with 100 million than 1 million. It's actually easier. On the low side, you'll find very successful doctors, dentists, and attorneys.
Yeah.
I mean, super successful. They'll be the one on the billboards.
Yeah.
You might see them on TV being interviewed. And at the highest end, you find corporate leaders. Owners, not CEOs. They're married. They'll find owners, oil and gas guys.
Yeah.
Anything to do with industry or natural resources.
Exactly.
Large controllers. And where money's not an object at all.
Where it's literally just flowing faster than anyone can plug it up.
Exactly. And not so much in tech either. Because they don't go to these areas. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And the girls also, the last thing, and I missed it, was destinations. Like there's certain like high-end resort destinations. The girls will go there. They'll go there as a couple, and meet up and look for single men.
Right.
Because that's where those gentlemen vacation. So they're also, the men are older than you think they would be.
They sure are.
I'd say youngest end is around 55, and it starts going up. 55, 60, 70. And the reason is that it takes a few decades to amass the kind of wealth that gold diggers are going to pursue.
Exactly.
2, these guys are very much like our grandfathers were. They have that Disney romantic ideal.
Goes a long way.
A lot of widowers, and they're on their guard. They have their attorneys, they have their staff, they have their friends, and their girlfriends or ex-girlfriends that are always warning them.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a whole different thing when she's throwing it at you.
It's true. It's true.
And then I think the fourth thing is that they're easily manipulated. Mm-hmm. Because they want to be able to do the things they want to do, and they want to have a wife along with them.
There's a whole different vibe that goes with that. Yeah.
With those guys, and you even see it with the not crazy wealthy guys at about 60 and up. Mm-hmm. Those ladies know how to manipulate these guys.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with younger, wealthy guys, they'll tend to know game. They'll tend to be a lot more savvy.
Yeah.
They're actually on their toes more.
Yeah.
Because more girls are hitting on them to get married, not just a select group.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then the last thing is, gold diggers are not looking to be long-term girlfriends.
No.
It's marriage or nothing at all.
That's right. Well, and like we've talked about in other kind of situations, they're also in the social circle that they want to be in. So therefore, if you're not going to pull the trigger, they know their next target. They have their next 5 targets lined up.
Yeah.
If they need them.
And if you talk to enough of these girls, they'll say, I started going out with Bob, but he wasn't ready for a commitment. So I got married to Tom.
Right. Tom and I laugh all the time about what an idiot Bob was.
Exactly.
That he missed out.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they say.
Yeah.
They go, if this guy doesn't marry me, I'm going to go with his friend.
Yeah.
And everybody will say he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
I'm
not in the wrong at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Because they like her. They want her to stay in the circle.
Yeah.
So there's no status in girlfriends.
No, there's not.
It's what do you say? Marriage or the highway, I guess.
Yeah.
And she'll bounce to another single man in the social circle. So that is a gold digger.
Yeah.
It's
what you mean? She's not at Applebee's.
She's not at Applebee's.
Slinging drinks.
She's not with the owner of the electrical company.
No. Oh.
Because they actually went to college together. But because he's wealthy now,
yeah,
they're like, she must be a gold digger.
Yeah.
Or that she enjoys the money that they've earned, or he's earned. But it doesn't work that way. True gold diggers, they may even tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Most of the time, I think they're pretty upfront
about it.
Because it's a reciprocal relationship.
Yeah, very much. They know what each one is getting. That's like, if he's on the phone, he's making money.
Yeah.
And she's going to be like, whatever you need. Until you can get off that call, I'll be right over here.
That's right.
You see it. You see how they behave when somebody gets the gentleman's attention. She puts herself in the background.
Yeah.
And waits until everything's done. Then it's off they go.
Well, and in all fairness, the true gold digger, benefits nothing from getting a divorce.
Nothing.
Genuinely, most of the time, she walks away with pretty much what she walked in with.
Yeah.
Because he's got such a great legal team and everything is set up. So it behooves her to be the best wife on the face of the planet.
That's right.
Once she nails that position.
Yeah, it's perfect. And so therefore, you have nothing to worry about. You can date a girl who's a spender, and if you're very frugal, it might not work out. And you need to be cognizant of that.
Sure.
But that's an entire different dynamic.
Yeah.
We're talking about and there's no material support here either. We're talking cash.
Right.
Because I've seen some guys go, well, a gold digger is anyone that's looking for resources or moral support. No. It's cash.
Yeah.
It's numbers in the bank account.
Yeah.
It's not about the house or the cars or any of that. It's the numbers in the bank account. What is accessible?
Yeah.
So, anyways, though that is what a gold digger is.
That's a good way to lay it all out there.
And you should not be concerned. We hope you might need to be concerned.
We would
someday.
love it if you were.
We would love
if you had the
yes,
need to be concerned about gold diggers.
We would love for you to be concerned about gold diggers one day if that's your goal. And if it's not, that's fine too.
There's enough. There's enough liquid assets out there for everyone. There's a gold digger out there for you
with your name on her.
If you've run into this, if you've seen it in your circle, if you've seen it with your boss, if you've seen it in your world, maybe your grandfather dealt with it, or so, you see a lot of that. I think we love to hear your stories. Message us, comment down below, whatever it is. Reach out to us. We love to hear your stories. If you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, and share with your rich and wealthy friends. We want you to win. Bye.